everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, and me, Banshee. And it's me, Banshee, with my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance.
And me, Bly!
And Bly. And Bly. Shh. Okay, hey. I need to crash Mr. O's show. You know, April Fool's Day is coming, so don't be surprised. Hey, everybody. I hope you had a great week last week. You know, lots of turmoil in the markets and everywhere with the banking crisis. And it's still ongoing. There is stuff going on, you know. I heard that First Republic Bank of New York has been downgraded to junk bond status. So we're not through the hump yet. And you might want to watch our Weird Week for a recap on our cards from the last week, which I think was all about that crisis. That will be coming out at Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. More on that later. But for now, let's see what we've got for the collective. We've got the Sacred Creators Oracle here by Chris-Ann. And let's see what we have. All right. Boy, I seem to remember when I first brought this deck out, this card would come up all the time. And here it is again. Again. It's gratitude. Again. And it's number 37. All right, gratitude again. We should be grateful we still have some money, I think, in these turbulent times. Good grief. All right. We live in a post-The Secret world, and during the last decade, we've learned a lot about gratitude, positive thinking, and what's possible with the right mindset. There are still many people who believe magical thinking is a load of poppycock, and even more who are fence-sitters who dabble now and then, just in case it brings them $1 million check in the mail. So it's time to get real about gratitude. Again, every time we repeat something, we get better at it, right? Did you tie your shoelace the first time you tried to? Okay, maybe you did. But lots of us had to practice that shizzle. Gratitude is your secret mindset shifter, and engaging in a thankful perspective long term will shift how wonderfully rich your life is. Like sacred geometry spiraling from the center of a plant, gratitude grows in strength exponentially each time and every time it spirals. Learning to live in a state of being grateful is part of your sacred journey. Let go of any lackluster attempts you've experienced and call abundance into your life. This is a part of your medicine. How can you be more appreciative of the money you make and spend, the support that shows up in your life, and the love you already experience? When was the last time you kept a gratitude journal? How have you grown and learned since? And what new awakenings, will change how you do gratitude the next time? You know, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And that's the point. You know, the more you do something, the more you invite it into your life, the more it becomes a part of your life, just as simple as tying your shoelace. And so inviting gratitude and being grateful for all the little things that, you know, you have in your life that start to add up, you know, it just invites more of the same. Be grateful. All right. And be grateful for those who got you to where you are today, you know. That's really important too, not to forget. All right. Hey, you know, feast or famine with astrology lately. We've had some quiet weeks. Now I got a lot to tell you. So, these readings for the elemental signs of the Zodiac are good from March 19th through March 25th. The moon will be traveling from Aquarius Pisces. It's transiting on March 19th from Aquarius to Pisces to Taurus, transiting to Gemini on March 25th. Mercury is entering Aries on March 19th. Woohoo! I like that. The sun is, of course, entering Aries for the start of Aries season on March 20th. Happy equinox, everybody. The new moon is going into Aries on March 21st, or will be in Aries. Pluto is in Aquarius. I believe it's Pluto. Don't shoot the messenger here if I'm wrong, because those little icons on the calendar can be really small and hard to read. On March 23rd, something is entering Aquarius on March 23rd. Is it Pluto? Is it something else? I'm pretty sure it's Pluto. And Mars is entering Cancer on March 25th. Holy moly. And of course we have the spring equinox on March 20th, the balance between light and dark, enjoy that moment in time. And International Astrology Day is on March 21st, and Ramadan, I think it's on March 20th too, but I have March 21st here. Ramadan is on sundown on March 22nd, begins at sundown. So that is it. Holy moly, that was a mini book here. All right, how about we get to our readings for the elemental signs? We start with the air signs, of course, and that's going to be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Wow, well, let's hope the markets and everything starts to stabilize. The bank situation, there have been bailouts on top of bailouts and different things going on there. Money moving around from different banks, lending money to other banks that are in crisis. It's pretty crazy, and it's not just in the U.S. Okay, air signs. Let's hope for some stability for you this week, at the very least. Whoa, hey, how about starting off with the Ace of Pentacles? Your focus for the week ahead. A new beginning for some of us air signs. It looks as though some might be getting new jobs. Some might be getting new opportunities, Maybe you're getting a loan to start up a new business. Maybe you're you're starting a new course of study. You're planning on that. You're getting paperwork together. Everything seems to be a go. Maybe new money is coming in from investments. Wow. Hopefully, maybe some things will stabilize and you'll get some returns on investment. Could be maybe even setting up a new home. This is a new beginning in the material realm, and that is the focus. And that looks pretty darn good, air signs. How best can you prepare for that focus? How about with the Page of Cups? Sounds good to me. All right, so you've got a new beginning. Maybe it's time to dream big. Maybe it's time to just imagine the possibilities now that lie before you with this new beginning. Lay them all out there, dream big. Take some time to, let your mind wander on this to places that, you would like to see it go, even in the most far-fetched scenarios. Why not? It's good for creativity. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, I will say this. It's the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is reversed. I have a funny feeling about this card being here, and, the Queen of Wands tends to be, people are shying away, people are holding back. It could mean that, it could indicate that, but I can't help but wonder here if somebody is not lurking in the shadows, a little bit disappointed in your success, because maybe they're in competition with you, maybe they were hoping to achieve something that you have and they did not. I just have this feeling that this is kind of more of an aggressive energy of somebody who is not happy, about the success that is coming towards you. So be aware, be on the lookout. It could also mean that, you largely can rely on yourself this week, as others seem to be wanting to take a back seat, at this time. So will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you? Wow, am I just like intuitive or what? Because I must have intuited this final card in this reading. It's the Hermit. What did I just say about being on your own this week, And lo, we have the Hermit. Hermit is upright, and it is almost saying by week's end, you're going to retreat, you're going to pull back from others perhaps to be able to determine and set your own course. Maybe it's going to be a time for you to do some more research, more strategic planning, more in-depth thinking about where this new opportunity is taking you and all of these creative ideas you have. Let's recap here as I'm going through this and seeing that. You have these new opportunities that are presenting themselves to you, whatever manner they are in your material realm. And it's time to dream big. It's time to focus on, where this can take you. And let your mind wander a bit, dream the impossible dream, so to speak, about all of this. And realize there may be some people out there who are just not that focused on your success, or they're not that happy about it. Some people might be sitting back and thinking, well, this is your ball. You go run with it, Others may be jealous and holding a bit of a grudge that they did not get to where you are. And so by week's end, you're kind of on your own. And you're sorting things out and you're plotting your next moves, And I really feel this is a very positive reading overall, except for, of course, dealing with others in relation to this new opportunity you're presented with. So good luck with that. Maybe some of it is air signs. If some of you are leaving jobs, and you have to say goodbye to your former workplace company, that could be where some of this is coming from. Some sour grapes there. I don't know, but you can handle that. For the good things the Ace of Wands or Ace of Pentacles can bring. All right. Hey, fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, this reading's for you for the week ahead. Hey, fire signs, we're entering fire season. We're entering Aries season. Be happy for the rest of us, Sagittarians and Leos. We Aries rock. It's our time. Isn't it, Mr. O?
I'm lost in thought. Must be the end of Pisces.
Ah. All right, fire signs. Let's see what the cards have for you for this week ahead. Let's start off Aries season on fire. Well, your focus for the week ahead. Seven of Swords, upright. Seven of Swords upright is not a bad thing. It's not a bad focus at all. There's a number of ways you can look at this card. One is that, hey, maybe you ought to play your cards close to your chest this week. Don't communicate your moves before you make them. It might be a good idea to lay low, keep your cards close to your chest, and not reveal things too soon, lest competitors get a hold of it, lest other people who are competing for you, in your workplace get a hold of that info and they want to get credit for it. Sometimes there's a good reason to be stealthy. Also, if you're suspecting something is up at your workplace, like looming layoffs, you feel your position might be in jeopardy, kind of blend in the background there and see if you can ferret out what's going on. Listen from the background. Check for body language and, what people are saying, what people aren't saying. Be discerning. Be clever. Well, you've got a repeat card here. How best can you prepare for that focus, fire signs? And this time it's reversed. It's the Hermit. Well, this is an interesting one. I almost wonder here if this is saying how best you can prepare for this focus is to, communicate with others. Maybe what this is saying, though, because you shouldn't reveal your intentions, but you should be asking people questions, trying to get to the bottom of something. And so I think that, also this might indicate, maybe trying to find those people who are in the know, and one way or another, try to get them to reveal, what they know that you need to know. So will there be cooperation or conflict from others this week, fire signs? You've got the King of Swords here. I don't know if any of you are dealing with some sort of workplace or business legal issue of some sort. You might be getting some really good legal advice or assistance from others. This might also tie into what I was saying here, that there is somebody in your environment who knows what's going on and can help you. So whatever the case may be, I would say here, if you are going to reveal anything at all, this is about the first part of what I said, if you're going to reveal anything at all to others, make sure it's somebody that is truly trustworthy, and of course will take an objective perspective, and not just a company line on things. So ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement, or no movement at all for you? Well, it's the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is upright. It looks like there's some disappointment by week's end, possible loss. There could be some loss and disappointment, but all is not lost, and I think that's the important thing to consider here. You will lose something potentially, but you still have something to build on. Better take a look at the situation again, fire signs. You got to kind of lay low this week and be sneaky and careful. Don't, try to ferret out what's going on around you. Don't play into any gossip and don't start anything, but ask people questions. You need to get to the bottom of things. Kind of, bring up topics for discussion in a kind of open way so they don't realize what exactly you're looking for, and maybe you'll be able to ferret something out. You can also try to talk to trusted advisors, legal departments, legal people if you need help with something that's underhanded that may be going on that you're trying to get to the bottom of. There is some loss here. You may be on track with really trying to ferret this out, because it does signify you losing some ground by week's end. But you know what? You will have something to build on, and maybe that's also could relate to, some legal actions or something that you may need to right what's going on. Maybe some legal paperwork that you have to sign to write what's going on. So, an interesting week. I'm not sure what to make of this for you guys. Good luck with that, fire signs. All right, hey, water. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Well, let's hope your week is not a wash financially. I'm going to do one more. Hey, aren't you just skateboarding along, water signs? You start with the Chariot. Your focus for the week ahead is the Chariot. You are moving. Are you moving on up? Are you moving on through something? Are you moving to the finish line? You're definitely moving, and you've got a lot of drive, a lot of will, a lot of determination to see something through. So, just maintain, just keep going. It seems like full steam ahead, probably next to no obstacles in your path. But I guess we'll see about that after my water break. Thank you, Bly. All right. How best can you prepare for this focus, water signs? Well, how about with another Speedy Gonzalez? The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is here. Wow. Talk about ambition and enthusiasm and optimism. That's our Knight of Wands. So you take that drive and motivation and you add in enthusiasm, the enthusiasm of the Knight of Wands, and I think you're moving. Your focus is on movement. Your focus possibly is moving positions at work or to a new job. Something's coming for you, especially I feel in a business sense over a financial sense, but of course, it could have positive financial ramifications as well. So also, if you're thinking of starting up a new business, if you've been working on that, definitely seems like it's full steam ahead. Well, except for people. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, you got a King of Wands reversed here. There's always someone, isn't there? It's always somebody trying to block progress. There's somebody, and it could be even an authority figure. It could be an advisor. It could be somebody that you're depending on for some support in your endeavors, who's really wanting to put a stop to it, who's not happy, maybe not happy about certain aspects of it. So I think you're going to have to really try to talk them down because they may have their own ideas on how they see things getting done. They could definitely be a difficult roadblock for you in this endeavor. Yeah, so will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you water signs? There's lots of movement there. There's lots of wands moving around and hitting each other. So it's the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is upright. And so I do believe there's definitely engagement and there may be arguments, hopefully constructive. If you can maintain your optimism and enthusiasm, you might be able to change hearts and minds to see your perspective. But clearly, you are up against some people that want to potentially block this progress or do things differently. So, you've got to try to get everybody on the same page by weeks on. That's what I see you doing. You might be struggling a little bit with that. But there is a potential here. There is the potential that you can make it happen. But, definitely be the mature person in the room. Make sure that besides stating your case, that you listen to what everybody has to say and see if some compromises or can be reached in order to make more people happy and buy in on this. So that's what I have for you. I mean, that really pretty much wrapped it up, I feel. There's just a lot of motivation and movement. You're ready to start something new and make some, maybe even make some proposals or recommendations. Somebody's not happy about it or a group of people are not happy about it, and therefore you're going to have to kind of duke it out there, water signs, to get it done. All right. Good luck with that. Hey, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Hoping for a good week for you, Earth signs. Your focus for the week ahead is the High Priestess. High Priestess is upright. Well, hey, it's always good in, the material world to really be able to see below the surface of things, beneath the surface. People can sell you anything, with words, and, show the best side of their products or services. But, you've got to read between the lines. You've got to be able to truly intuit what is right, the right choices and decisions for you. So I think your intuition is going to be really sharp this week. You're going to be using it, on whatever you're facing in this week ahead. And you can trust and rely on that. How best can you prepare for this focus? Well, maybe it's the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is reversed. Maybe you can take a look at maybe you have to revisit something from the past. Maybe you have to revisit some way you were doing things. Maybe some places you invested your money. Maybe even investigate some old, types of work that you used to do if you're thinking of changing jobs or careers. There's a key for you, I think, in stepping back and looking at something from your past to help you navigate through present circumstances or situations. And what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? We got the Fool here. The Fool is here. Well, I feel this week that people might be wanting you to take some risks, to do something that's a little bit maybe unorthodox, or something you've never done before. They're challenging you in some way. And, are you ready? Are you ready to jump off that ledge? Maybe that's where that High Priestess energy comes in, But they're definitely thinking you are ready for some things, and they want to make you go for it. Are you ready, though? Uh-oh. And we would get this repeat card here in the exact same spot it was in another reading. It's the Five of Cups. I think it was in the fire signs reading, right? I think so. Five of Cups is upright. Doggone it. So I think by week's end there's some disappointment. There's some setbacks. I feel here that, again, even with you earth signs, that all is not lost, but you feel like maybe by week's end you have lost some ground. I don't know if this is an avoidable situation or not for you. Almost anything, knowledge is power. So you're really going to have to discern what is in your best interest this week. Use your intuition and your gut. Let your gut guide you and tell you what you need to do. There may be keys for you in something you did in the past, or even some maybe missteps that you had in your past that, you learned a valuable lesson from, that you can carry over into this discussion with others who want to try to get you to do something that you might feel is a little bit risky, a little bit of uncertainty attached. Now, generally, the Fool upright is very good. So I think ultimately this might be good for you, but you really have to weigh this carefully, because there is a potential for loss by week's end. Will you lose if you don't take this opportunity, or will you lose if you do because you weren't ready? Either way, I really feel it's not going to be the end of the world for you, earth signs. You still have something remaining when all is said and done. So, in other words, the rug won't be pulled out from under you. All right, so that's what I have for everybody this week. Goodness, it seems like it's hard to pick a winner this week. Everybody had a bit of ups and downs. I might go with the air signs just by a smidge. Just hang in there, and it's really not overly that bad. Just a little bit of struggles here and there. I want to remind everybody to watch Mr. O's shows, Goth Tarot, every Tuesday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard. Am I right? Yes, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hello. I don't know why I suddenly blinked out on poor Mr. O's show. Eastern Standard Time, where you can find out about the shadow elements in your life. And don't forget his emotional exchanges Fridays at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can find out about the emotional side of life. He's doing his reading a little bit differently these days, and, he's very excited about that. Why don't you check it out? And on Saturday is our happy hour show. My gosh, we had a packed house at our last happy hour, and we had such fun. Y'all, you need to come. Come on down. We'll try to read for as many as we can and give you a positive message from Spirit at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday. And boy, we have a busy week ahead. We have our Weird Week video coming out at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. Check it out to find out what's going to happen in the world's Weird Week next week. And also, we have our monthly modality message coming out for Aries season on March 20th, spring equinox. Yay! And there might be a little surprise or two coming up in the future. Yes, did I miss something?
See you in a half an hour, everyone.
Today, so you're watching this and you're planning on coming to our live show, we are starting early today. Our live show is going to be from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because Mr. O has an obligation today. It's one day only, so we'll be back at our normal time next week. So anyway, I'm done. Thanks, everybody. Take care. I hope you have a great, prosperous week ahead, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.